Where is technology going in avalanche safety? Drone hammocks, ? But that's a good question. Where are we going with avalanche safety technology? You guys are really into that. What do you got?
Yeah, I think there's a new beacon on the market that doesn't interfere with the electromagnetic frequencies of like your radio and your cell phone and that stuff. That's super crucial because that's a big kind of, I think the technology is only going to get better and better with regards to that. The locating stuff is already, it's pretty well there. It's pretty, dumbed down as far as like how to use it and how efficient they work. I don't know, airbags. It seems like airbags are kind of the now, everybody's got a really sick airbag. I'd like to see them get lighter. It is tough to make them lighter. But yeah, shovels, probes, those are just pretty timeless, dialed in. What else?
Yeah, I mean, I think on the airbag kick, like Arc'teryx has a new, because if you go carbon bottle, it's still like the Mammut system for a lot of like the electric, recharges on the market. I just find that's still like the lightest setup you can have. Mm-hmm. But I think that, I can't confirm it, but I think that like new Arc'teryx, I forget what they're called, but their bag system, it's got like a little supercharger in it. I think that electric system is going to be lighter, which is great. And then, you can break the category down. I think there's a few things that will never change, which is like the preventative measures that come into understanding the hazard. Like that's something that is fundamentally the thing that should be focused on the most. And one of my favorites I've got to play with, you've probably seen it, is the probe with the pressure sensor tip. Mm-hmm. And what's cool about that is like, but you got to be in the know already. But if there's problematic layers, like whether it's, some little kind of faceted layer, or a lot of times when you find like hollow snow deep in the snowpack, like that's a problem layer, or if there's like a sun crust. And what's really interesting with these probes is if you have an idea of what you're looking for, like, because the conditions change depending on the aspect of the face, how high it is, whatever, you can just do this probe and you can get an understanding of if that layer of concern is within there. So it's something that it's kind of you got to have a high level of education.
How does it give you the data? Is it like on the probe itself?
It's the pressure. It's got, I think that it maybe interfaces with your phone. But you get an instant readout of like the pressure. And so you can just probe, boom, see if like a layer is there or not. I think that inevitably the like air pocket that is formed with an airbag, it's nice that it's not, I like the electric fans because it's air. Mm-hmm. It's not like, some gas that you can't breathe. And the fact that it like, okay, after 2 minutes and it deflates and gives you space. But, at the end of the day, it's like the preventative measures. And I think where the future of it is going to go to a place, I mean, the military already has technology where it's like, this person is exactly right there. Like, there's no, like, finding.
Right.
And, beacons, it's nice to hear, they get better. But it's still pretty old technology.
It'd be great if it was literally your cell phone and you're out there and it's like, cool, we just located them. They're right
it's just like,
here.
Right there.
It's like
there's no search. It's just
phone.
Yeah,
that's where the
be
person
all time. But also in the space, what I've seen is just a lot more opportunity for classes and learning and kind of, stuff that's been more geared towards, especially in snowboarding, just more learning environments. There's definitely more people that are, before it really felt like avalanche safety was kind of this, if you're going to become a ski guide, you kind of became elite and you like studied and did these things. But now there's like a lot more knowledge that you can gain easily, whether it's on like a website, like Know Before You Go, or even like UtahAvalancheCenter.org. They crush it on like all the dissemination of information for kind of the basics. And then there's all these classes now that just go down the different rabbit holes, from whether you're like a 101 guy and need to learn how to use your gear, or if you want to understand how, to read the layers of the snows and digging pits and getting more integral and in-depth in it, guys like Pat Moore, Risk Maturity, those classes. Like, I think you've really seen a big movement, especially in the last 5 years since, COVID and the flood of people going in the backcountry, to now more education, which is crucial. Love to just see that keep expanding.
Yeah, I think that's the coolest thing that's happening and will continue to happen is like whether it's online courses or whether it's just groups of people being able to find resources, like that's where the shit's at. I've heard several pitches on like, it's this drone tech, it just boom, pops out and goes and directly finds the person. But it's like, okay, that's fucking cool. But, you're dealing with a situation that's like, it's probably more of like carcass recovery, like Reco, sorry.
Yeah.
Rico.
Yeah.
Same deal where it's like the fundamentals of what that technology really is. Like there's, very few instances where sure, a Rico actually found somebody, but it's more like how do you find someone that's gotten lost or a huge, avalanche and you're looking for bodies.
Let's just get chipped, and like you can locate me whether I'm 6 feet above the snow in the air doing a method or 6 feet under.
Yeah, keep it preventative.
Yeah, I like that. That's a great take. It's all about the education.